Our next step is looking at interjects. So when we are children, we are like sponges and we absorb everything that we are being told about us, everything that we are being told about what it is to be human. We are gaining information from those around us because we trust them. Usually they are bigger, or they are someone we respect, we aspire to, or we have an adoration for, like a friend. So it's not necessarily always someone older than us. It can be someone that matters to us, or it may even be someone at school that doesn't necessarily matter to us, but the life they have and we want matters to us. So interjects are things, information that we have absorbed as truth. So if a child is constantly, day in, day out, told it's fat, the child will believe that as truth. And that child will grow up believing he is fat, and he will struggle with his weight all of his life, because right down in his early years, he was told he was fat. So he's always going to be fat because that's in all his cellular memory. All that innocent, pure body intelligence has absorbed that into cellular memory. It may be that we have been told that we're not lovable, that we're not good enough. That's not good enough. Whatever the messages may be. So today I invite you to sit down with a piece of paper and just let these things rise, and they will. Once you start, then they will just keep coming out. And I'd like you just to write down all these things that you believe about yourself. And we don't need to analyse where they came from or who said them. Of course, you may receive a memory when you remember the interject, and that's okay. But why I'm saying we don't want to analyse them or go down that pathway of story is because we're giving energy to that, and we want to release this, not feed the monster even more. So as they arise, just write them down, write them down, write them down. Now there may be tears, and that's okay, of course, that's okay. There may be laughter at the absolute ridiculousness of them, that something was said then, but it's risen, it's there, so there's obviously something in your system that believes it. And we're just going to get rid of all these interjects that you believe about yourself, not just your body, but yourself as a whole being. Because when we think I'm unlovable, then it means that we have a fear, a barrier around being touched. Because why would anybody want to touch anything that is unlovable? And this will be stuck in our system. So we're going to write them down and just notice the emotions that come with them. Like I said, cry if you need to cry, but they just need to come out without analysing them. And then going back to what we've already shared, I just want you to notice where you start to feel any release in your body, where you start to feel some sensation of space happening just because you're communicating them. And you can look at this list afterwards and, is that truth? Do I believe that is truth? And if the answer is no, I'd like you to rip it up, or you can burn it, whatever way, screw it up, whatever you need to do to release that interject, whatever kind of action. And the next one, do I believe that's truth? Is that truth? No, that's not truth. This is reparenting. You were told stuff, you believed stuff as a child, where it's like you're fat or you're thick or you're unlovable or you're not good enough, whatever it was, or that you were always trying to get approval, always trying to get validation, whatever it was, this is an inner child and it needs reparenting. So you are going to help the inner child that still believes this interjects. And is that true? No, darling, that's not true. And how are we going to release that? And we screw it up, or we chuck it in the fire, or we rip it up, whatever you need to do to release those words that you've absorbed as truth into the cells of your body and the patterns of your life.